If you have the chance to help others and fail to do so, you're wasting your time on this earth. That quote was taken from Roberto Clemente, a Hall of Fame baseball player for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Roberto Clemente was born in San Juan, Puerto Rico in 1934. His Hall of Fame career with the Pirates lasted from 1955 to 1972. Roberto Clemente was known not only as a great baseball player, but also a selfless humanitarian. These two qualities helped break racial barriers in the major leagues and helped popularize baseball throughout South America. As a lifelong Pittsburgh Pirates fan and baseball fan, I'm proud to present to you some information about Roberto Clemente, who is not only one of the greatest baseball players of all time, but also a racial barrier-breaking philanthropist. Growing up poor in San Juan, Puerto Rico, Roberto Clemente and his 6 siblings used to play stickball, playing baseball for rocks and sticks. An autobiography by David Morancis titled The Meaning of Roberto Clemente describes how playing baseball for rocks and sticks with his siblings in San Juan, Puerto Rico early in his life helped make Roberto Clemente the batter he is today. Imagine how hard it would be to hit a rock with a stick. If you compare that to how a lot of people trained in the day hitting baseballs with baseball bats, those actual things that he didn't have made him a better baseball player in the long term. Eventually, his talent was noticed, and Roberto Clemente was drafted in the major leagues in 1955. Clemente's extraordinary work ethic and talent helped inspire fans and won the hearts of even the most racist fans in the majors. Clemente was one of the first Latinos in Major League Baseball, and his success popularized baseball throughout South America. According to Boston Globe writer Nick Curfardo, 28% of players in Major League Baseball are now Latino. If you compare that to the handful of players who were Latino at the start of Roberto Clemente's career, you can see that he actually had an impact on the popularity of the game throughout the world. He definitely helped South American kids decide to play baseball. From Nicaragua to Cuba, Costa Rica to Dominican Republic, all these countries now have excellent baseball traditions, and that's due in large part to the charity work and play of Roberto Clemente. Clemente's charity work was well known, and he was loved for it. His legacy for charity work made charity work a standard for all modern athletes to follow. Today's athletes donate thousands of dollars in manpower and hours to their favorite charities. Coming from a poor family, Roberto Clemente never forgot to help those in need. Clemente captured the imaginations of baseball fans worldwide. His skills in baseball, as well as his passion for helping people, exemplify the positive impact an athlete can have on society. But besides all of that, Roberto Clemente was just fun to watch. I talked about Roberto Clemente's charity work off the field, but now, in conclusion, let's talk about his actual baseball career. Clemente was known as a 5-tool baseball player. This means he had a superior skill set of running, fielding, throwing, hitting for power, and hitting for average. His fielding was legendary. He was a 12-time Gold Glover, known as one of the best right fielders ever played the game. His running was unparalleled. He'd run to first base even when he drew a walk, when nobody else used to do that. His throwing was maybe his most feared aspect of his game. He had what was known as a cannon of an arm, and nobody would ever test it. Hitting power was the one area where some of his critics said he wasn't very good in. He followed the next season after a lot of his criticism about not hitting for power by hitting 35 home runs, which for the day was a very high number. His last tool that was known that he had was hitting for average. Clemente had exactly 3,000 base hits, something that Babe Ruth and Mickey Mantle never achieved. His batting for average was great, and 3,000 hits is something that's very hard to achieve in a career, even as long as his was. Using his 5 tools, Clemente earned numerous awards during his Hall of Fame career. He won 12 Gold Gloves, that's awarded to the best fielder of the year. He won 4 batting titles, which is the best highest batting average of the year. The highest batting average also helped lead him to his 3,000 career base hits, which was a Hall of Fame benchmark. He was awarded the 1966 League MVP, which is given to the most valuable player in baseball. He was a 15-time All-Star, which out of his 18 career years in his career, 15 is a lot, 15 out of 18. He helped the Pirates win 2 World Series, including a 1971 World Series MVP. Roberto Clemente's significance in baseball and in American culture is comparable to Jackie Robinson. He helped unite the races of the world to accept each other's differences and to just simply enjoy a great game of baseball. Today I gave you some information about Roberto Clemente, who was one of my favorite baseball players and one of my dad's favorite baseball players. There will probably never be another baseball player like him, so that's why I gave you some information about him. Thank you.